Hey, hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to Harmony Portal Tarot Live. It is Friday, y'all, as I like to say, Friday. And we are going to be doing our donation only live stream. And because that's the case, I will wait until the notification goes out letting everybody know, hey, we're live. Some people get those, some people don't. Girl straps are showing. So we'll just kind of hang out for a moment. Maybe we'll do some chit-chatting. Yeah, so we'll wait for a few people to come on in, check on in. As far as I know, we don't have any donations yet, so this may be the shortest ever live stream on my channel. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, I just got the email that I'm live. Did my computer freeze up? What's going on? It's just being very, very slow. Okay. No donations so far. So we are looking pretty good as far as anyone who wants to donate first. We can jump right in to your donation. Otherwise, we will give it a few minutes. I think we'll wait till about the 10-minute mark. And if we don't have any donations, I'll check on out. But that'll give people time to get here that want a reading. And those of you that are just here to hang out, you can just say hi or whatever. We can talk about something. I don't know. The energy's been weird. Time's been weird. It snowed again. Wrigley was at baseball practice last night, and as they were kind of wrapping up, I think the last 10 to 15 minutes, it just started snowing these really big, fluffy snowflakes, and it didn't stop for like an hour. And it was like 32 degrees at the time. And then it dropped down to like 26 degrees by that evening. So like we got snow on the ground and there's green grass underneath. Where the sun is hitting here is already kind of melted. You can see some green grass poking through right there. But yeah, this is not abnormal. And in fact, April 5th, 1994, oops, I unplugged that on accident. 1994 there's a scene in my book in 1994, April 5th, just north of where I'm at, there's a scene in my book where there's still quite a bit of snow on the ground and it's like just dumping snow again. And that was normal in my childhood, which in the 90s, that was my childhood, 80s and 90s. And we haven't had that kind of weather lately for probably at least the last 10 years. I don't think there's been snow on the ground at all in April. At least, yes, maybe in the mountains, but not like kind of down in the valley where I live from the mountains. For a while. It hasn't been like this for a while. So I'm kind of feeling the vibe like, oh, okay. But I am really ready for spring. So come on, anytime spring, we are ready for you. Oh, it snowed again at your house again. Oh, it snowed again at your house for Jay McDonald. Yeah, isn't that fun? Just very interesting how it's just weather be out here weathering. The weird thing is though, although we did have snow, and I haven't like gotten down or out to closely examine. Yes, I went in and out of the back to let the dogs in and out, and then the front to take the kids to school this morning, but I haven't examined the snow to see if it's real snow or not. But a lot of the snow that we received this whole winter season wasn't even real snow. I'm just going to say it. You can be like, what are you talking about? It looked like if you kind of like just crust up styrofoam, that's what it looked like. Just little tiny and sometimes huge styrofoam balls. Yeah. Some were really tiny. Some were more like, and we're talking like teeny tiny little like styrofoam balls. And they don't melt the same way as snow. And this may sound weird, but as a kid, you'd get a snowball, with no gloves on, you'd get a snowball. You could probably throw 10 to 12 snowballs before you're like, my hands are freezing. This you can just like along the ledge of my like stairs, on my deck, like there's the wooden ledge at the top of the railing. You can just like touch the snow like this, and then within seconds, it's like burning you. It's so cold. It's like dry, like freeze, like dry ice almost. What is happening? That's not the snow of my childhood. It's not the snow of nature. So weird. So weird. And weirdly enough too, most mornings in the winter, before I start the car, and I have remote start, so it's pretty rare that I actually have a windshield full of ice when I go out to the car. I don't really ever have to scrape my windows, which is nice. But sometimes I do if we, in the winter get a lot of snow overnight, like I might sweep it off a little bit off the car. But I will notice even like on the parts of my driver's side window or something where there's like a lot of iced over activity. Usually when it's natural, you'll see all these beautiful like striations of natural ice formations. But a lot of this was very like angular, kind of almost boxy. Pentagon, yes, or hexagon, that's the word I'm looking for. Because a lot of snowflakes start out as like a hexagon, and then they branch out and become even more intricate depending. But these were more just the like honeycomb shaped of a hexagon. Did I make it correctly? Not really. You know what a hexagon is. We've all been through, the school system. Think of a beehive honeycomb. Hexagon. That's what I meant. But that it would have that but very much the basic like geometric shape without having all the flowiness of, I don't know what I'm trying to say, and then I had like this really long just line, very straight line in the ice. I'm like, what is this? This is not normal. But I'm thinking because ice, it probably responds to frequencies that are going on. There's frequencies at play. This number with the letter G, that frequency's pretty prevalent in a lot of areas right now, and it's affecting things. And if you think we're made up of 70 to 80% water, what is it doing to us? It's kind of crazy. Brianna's here. Hello. Marlene's listening in the background trying to donate, but PayPal is slow. Oh, isn't that crazy? Yeah, usually, we're still Mercury retrograde, and I did want to check, when is Mercury out of retrograde? Because it feels like this is the most lengthy Mercury retrograde on record in recent past, for me anyway. Mercury direct date. Hopefully we'll get what we need. So it began on March 14th. And for me, the shadow period leading up to Mercury retrograde lasted like a year. Almost said an hour, but meant like a year. It lasted so long. But by the time we got into actual Mercury retrograde proper, I'm like, we've already been in this. Like, what's happening? Did I see? Let's see. Okay, I'm looking at 2024 by accident here. Let me see. I can get a 2025 readout here. April 7th. So we're 3 days away. We're so close. But usually that week, and I would even say 2 weeks after Mercury goes direct, we still kind of have that trajectory of, okay, I'm finally kind of like feet in the mud, trying to move forward, but it's slow going. So we still have a minute to go till about mid-month. We're kind of in the Mercury retrograde shadow period. And I know Venus will go direct. Let me look at that. Venus direct. Hi, Erin. Welcome, fellow reader. Oh, you love my style. I've been listening to you for a while now. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, so Venus has been retrograde. It's usually retrograde 40 days. I think that's the timing. Let me just double check here. Because when Venus goes retrograde, it's my chart ruler as a Libra ascendant. So, and my Venus is right directly involved. If we're talking Vedic astrology, my Venus is at like 0 degrees of Pisces. And last I checked, let me look. Let me just see when it goes direct, and then I'll explain here. When's it going direct? April 13th, I think. Is that right? No, this is giving me, what is this chart? I'm just getting ads for days. I can't even access the darn chart. I'm going to go to a different. Oh, reminder, tonight's basketball game. We have baseball practice for Wrigley, maybe, if the snow melts. And then Boston's basketball game, first basketball game of this new season. Okay, Venus retrograde. When does it go direct? I know it's this month. We're definitely soon. Yeah, Mercury went retrograde not right after, but just after April, or not April. God, talk and read and try to multitask all at once. So Venus went retrograde before Mercury did, and it'll go direct after Mercury does. I do know those two facts. April 12th. Okay. We're getting somewhere. So it went retrograde about 2 weeks before Mercury did, roundabout 13 days or so before. And then 14 days, 2 weeks, yeah. And it will go direct April 12th, which is about the time that Mercury is coming out of the shadow period. And Venus might take about a month in the shadow, maybe a little more. I know that sounds crazy because it was only retrograde for 40 days only. It lasted forever. But it's going to take time to get that speed going and that momentum going again to where things may feel wonky, things may feel interesting. So let me see where Venus currently is. I have my Vedic sidereal astrology planetary alignment contraption here. So Venus is currently at 2 degrees of Pisces, which mine is about 0 degrees of Pisces and like 15 minutes, I think. So very early Pisces here. And then when it goes direct on the 13th, let's see where Venus will be. At 0 degrees, 24 minutes. And mine's at 0 degrees, about 15 minutes or so. So it's right on. It's stationing right on my natal Venus. That means something. That means something when it stations on one of your planets, your ascendant, whatever you have going on. If it's stationing on it or aspecting it in some way with an opposition or a trine or a square, that means something. And because Venus is my chart ruler, that's big news. Could be good, could be bad. I'm fingers crossing it's good. It feels good. It doesn't feel bad. So I'm making progress on things. Feminine vibes, feminine energy. Katie's here. Hello. She's at work. I will timestamp for you. Thank you for the heads up. And we do have a donation that came in from Katie. And then right behind her, the same time, but right behind her was Marlene. So we, if Katie is going to be at work, we will start with Marlene. Oh, 2 degrees trine Mercury in Cancer. Ooh, there you go. So there may be some flowing of your words. Venus is very creative, very artistic. And Mercury, as we all know, is communication. So maybe the words are really flowing and they're really beautiful words you're putting down, Brandy Lynn. Or maybe you're just getting some really amazing ideas because Mercury is also that intellect. So that's pretty exciting news there. Heck yeah. All right. Well, let's get started with Marlene. And then we'll get into Katie's question. And then anyone else that wants to donate and be on our list, we will take them as they come. So Marlene, go ahead and post your question, my dear. Ideas because no words. LOL. I feel ya. I have my bullet point list of that next scene I need to write that's been hanging on since kind of late summer for me. I knew it was coming. I knew I needed to get that new scene written to kind of bridge the gap to continue on because most of the rest of the book up until about a little less than a third of the way into Act 3 is done. Except this one scene and then the rest of Act 3. We're talking anywhere between 11 and 14,000 words. And I have a complete book too, draft 1. All right, 1 card pull for Marlene. She says general, just any messages that need to come through. Love it. Okay, so we're going to leave it up to Spirit for Marlene, tuning into Marlene's amazing true spirit just to see what needs to come through for her at this time. Yeah, it feels very spiritual vibes. But wow, look at this. This is like spiritual union, happiness, bliss, stuff going on around the home, changes or improvements around the home, potentially a new contract being signed. If you're not looking to move at this time, this feels more of an energetic movement or momentum going on at home or with the people that live with you in your home as well. Contentment. Contentment is kind of the word coming up. And I just heard switch decks. So we're going to go to the witch something. Where's my, I don't know. Witch's garden. Witch's garden. That's what it's called. Oracle or tarot. Sorry. Marlene, tuning into Marlene's true spirit. What does she need to know? Especially with the spiritual level up. Ooh, Ace of Pentacles. So there's some seeds you're planting first spiritually that'll then start to gain that momentum or progress in the physical world. This could literally, I mean, look at the home and the archway. You're going through the archway here. And we almost see this castle between the posts here or the wands kind of in the distance. It's like And I just heard home is where the heart is. So, if you're trying to manifest a move or a dream home, even if it still feels like it's 2, 3, 4, 10 years on the horizon, don't give up on this because there's some spiritual seeds being planted right now, Marlene, for a change in the home or the actual home. Okay, let's see what else needs to come through for Marlene. Ooh, yeah, you're putting in some effort and work, and I love this next combination. So just keep working diligently behind the scenes, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, to make this dream a reality for this home. Something to do with upgrading the home, more space. There's more space coming to your home environment. If this cannot be physical at this time, this can just be spiritual or energetic space you're creating. Amazing, because there is a home that you own in your future. It absolutely is. And like I said, yes, it may take a lot of blood, sweat, tears, hard work, not only in the physical realm, obviously that needs to happen, but also in the spiritual realms. There's a lot of work and behind the scenes stuff you can do before you're ready to take that leap of faith or launch yourself into that home. But I love this combination. The Magician and the Star. I mean, amazing. These major transformational energies. So things you're doing in the spiritual, physical, mental, emotional realms right now. Did I say all the things? Yeah. All the things. All the things you're doing now to manifest, to really step into your amazing abundance and manifestation energy is setting the stage for your wishes to come true. And you already have all the tools and resources and ideas you need. But yes, there's always room for expansion, room for growth. Just with what you already have, though, Marlene, you have everything you need to get started on this path. And in fact, you're already well on your way on this path. It's not like you're just now starting. Seeds have already been planted. A lot of heavy lifting in the spiritual realms and even the physical realm has already been done for you to be able to take those next steps eventually. I'm seeing within 3 to 5 years max, there's going to be a major shift in your home life. And even if you're right now like kind of nickel and diming things, like I don't know that that's even going to be possible, like a miracle has to happen. Well, just you wait, because a miracle is actually happening. And I know this timeline of some of what we're tuning into for you, Marlene, feels very far out, but there's a reason it's coming out now as your message, because this is basically acting as like that cheerleader on the sidelines. Like, don't give up. You're close to a breakthrough that's going to lead to another breakthrough that's going to lead to another breakthrough that's eventually going to lead you to your wish being fulfilled here. So especially around the home and home life, things going on around the home, things with maybe the decor, just the vibe of the home, the hominess, the coziness, and eventually, for sure, eventually the location is changing. It's shifting. Absolutely it is. And there's going to be a lot of space around you. It's not like you're in an apartment or connected to other people's homes. It's a single family unit, meaning there's land around it, and not just like, oh, I have this one little strip I can mow. Like there's a decent amount of yard and land and place that you can grow a garden if that's something you're wanting to do. This is giving you the space, the nature that your heart is desiring or calling for eventually. So don't give up on that dream. Right now I'm in an apartment and it's small. Oh yeah. And that can just feel like, well, it's never going to be my time to have what I want. It just feels so, this kind of does feel very relevant. And I see Solar Siren just popped in to my friend Jessa, Solar Siren's situation. It's like, that dream is there. That seed has been planted, but it's like, when is this all going to play about? It's going to happen. Absolutely it is. It's just a matter of timing. Yes, always a vision, a yard, more closet space, things like that. Yeah, and you're going to be able to get what you're envisioning and more. And then some is what I'm hearing, Marlene. So don't give up on your dream, because that dream will become a reality. In this reality or whatever timeline you're going to be on at the time of, it will become your reality. So don't give up on that. Very, very exciting stuff for you, Marlene. Yay. All right. So Katie, all right. She would like a message from Stacy. Please and thank you. She's at work, but she'll watch the live stream later. I'm just going to pop a quick timestamp on here for Katie. Oh, and Jessa has donated as well. 1932. Funny. My father-in-law has this saying, oh, back in 32. He was born in 1939, but he always says, oh, back in 32, meaning it's been a long time. That's kind of his saying. And we keep joking that, well, pretty soon it's going to be actually forward to 32, or like, you can say back in 32 and actually mean it as like recently. So he's on borrowed time as far as him being able to use that saying. So we have here for Katie, 1932 timestamp, a message from Stacy. And let's just see, because she usually starts it out with her husband's energy, but let's just see if she'll start it differently this time. Purely a message for Katie from Stacy. Let's see, just from her heart, from her heart. Oh my God, it's still with her husband's energy. Look at this. It's like she's waiting for certain things to end before she can really show up for you in this friendship or ... whatever this can be, in a way that she feels even better. So she's looking to end, and this actually, yes, her husband's energy is kind of tied up in this. Not like she's going to end her marriage tomorrow or anything, but this feels like a friendship, potentially with someone she's related to or through someone she's related to. She's ending this friendship because it's a soul-sucking connection. It's a connection where she gets almost zero benefit from this relationship, but the person that she's, friends with is just constantly, downloading all their drama on her, asking for her advice, asking for her assistance, asking for her help. Yeah, she's just over it. It just causes her a lot of sadness, a lot of grief, a lot of guilt, a lot of just, this person may even have passive aggressive comments at her, or even like critiquing her appearance, critiquing the way she talks, just very toxic. But this is someone who's been in her life for a very long time, and that's why she's allowed this person to remain. It's because it's just, this person's just always kind of been there. Honestly, this feels like sibling, cousin, friend of a sibling, friend of a cousin type energy that's like near and dear, but like you could cut them out if you feel so inclined, Stacy. She will eventually distance herself from this connection because it really is depleting a lot of her happiness and vitality, especially in wanting to cultivate new friendships, because she doesn't want them to become what this one is. But let's just see her message to you. Okay, yeah, she feels like a failure in some ways. She really likes to, it's interesting, she's kind of got a pattern here when we tune into her energy. She likes to start with the bad news first. Like, let's just start with the bad news first. She does feel like she, dropped the ball in a lot of ways with her connection to you, or just hasn't shown up in the way that you deserve as a friend, or that she would like to act as the example of how she is as a friend. And she's like, oh my gosh, I'm just so grateful that Katie is patient, because like I've been kind of a crap friend in ways and a good friend in other ways, but there are a lot of ways I could have showed up better or kept the ball rolling with our communication. And she just, I'm seeing that little monkey emoji with the eyes covered, like, oh, I'm so ashamed of myself. Like, I'm not this person, so why am I showing up like this in this connection, is kind of what's coming through. But she's going to be able to overcome that challenge and be more successful, have that back and forth communication the way she would like it, be able to be more consistent in showing up, hanging out, reciprocating your generosity. That's something that's going to be very important to her in the future as well. All right, let's see. We're going to go back to the Witch's Garden. I think this one's called. Yes. Okay, I dropped a bunch, but they're relevant, so we're taking them. Okay, so we have King of Cups in reverse. Again, this is just her wanting to show up more consistently in a more emotionally bonded, emotionally connected way that maybe she hasn't. She may also have been, this is kind of looking at me, she may have also been ill with like it doesn't feel like a major illness, but just something, like cold, flu, just throat stuff that's kind of going around for a lot of people right now, that she just feels a little bit bad. Like, I did drop the ball because I didn't feel well, but then, I had to keep the household going and do all these things with family and what have you, that she wants to, when she's feeling really good, she wants to reach out. Then we have the King of Swords. It was in reverse. So again, communication isn't where she wants it to be with you and her. Not that you're dropping the ball in any way, shape, or form. You keep going, Katie, the way you've been going, because that's more than enough. It's just she's showing how, sorry, I'm picking all these up. Ugh. 4 more cards. She's showing how she's dropped the ball, or how she's felt inconsistent in this connection. So we have 2 of Pentacles. Again, trying to keep all those balls in the air, juggling, being ill, being a mom, being a wife, keeping things going, working, having friends, family connections. Just, she gets overwhelmed. But But again, she's gonna have look, the communication is really gonna start pouring through. And I see this as like May, June, July, August, and kind of moving forward, gaining some momentum with a lot of fresh, new, hot out of the oven communication. Maybe there's some exchanging of baked goods or something hot, fresh out of the oven is the term I use. But I know you made her some caramels. That was very sweet. She may be reciprocating that with something she's making or baking as well, to show that thanks, that gratitude, that appreciation. And then 9 of Cups, like wish fulfillment, being able to be the type of friend she wants to, and potentially more eventually someday, that she craves to be for somebody, and especially for you, because you have shown up in a lot of ways that she almost feels like I don't deserve a friend like her. Like I need to step up more. And then it almost becomes like she feels obligated, not because of you, but because of her own trauma, her own wounding, her own past, that she feels obligated. Like I need to be better. I need to do better. Where naturally you just inspire people around you, Katie, to become better versions of themselves. And yes, you are also doing that with Stacy, but at the same time, her trauma is kind of coming in to try to puppet master her feelings about genuinely wanting to step up in this connection versus I feel obligated. She's going to slowly over time let go of that obligation and just feel into the connection as it just being a natural, vibrant, vital part of her life, to where it's just natural for her to want to flow in your direction rather than any sense of obligation. And again, the obligation is not at all coming from you or, oh, Katie did all these things for me, so now I have to transactionally like return the favor. I see it's from her own wounding or her own trauma that she's feeling that way. And you just keep doing what you've been doing. You're golden. You're golden as far as your actions, words, attention, love, care, affection, attention toward her. You're golden. She's going to start stepping it up, though. All right, Katie, I hope that resonated for you, my dear. Okay. So up next with Jessa. Let me just check our list, see where we're at. All right. So is this 2 1-card pulls or is this a full read? What you want to do? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? I was off key, but like maybe I was singing it in a different key on purpose. Ever think of that? Oh, you're so welcome, Marlene. I forgot to say thanks again for your donation. And thanks again, Katie, for your donation as well. All right. Jessa Gray. I'm going to take a quick drink of my water and coffee because I can. I will say, though, today is the best my throat has been, but it's usually evenings when it really sparks up. Fun times with that. And it's like just TMI. I know, mute it if you don't want to hear. Just really like thick, almost rubber cement. Not quite that thick, but you know what I'm saying. Just like rubber cement consistency phlegm that no matter how many times you cough it up or swallow it down, it just rematerializes within probably an hour. And it's just nasty. Ugh. I just want to be done. But I mean, obviously it's my body's reaction to something it's trying to protect me from. So like, I appreciate the phlegm. I just do not appreciate the root cause of why is it still happening? I appreciate my body though for taking care of business. All right, Jessa, any particular question? You want a general read? Let me know and we'll take care of you. I put coconut cream in my coffee instead of creamer. Like the cans of coconut cream you get in like the Asian food section of your grocery store. Game changer. Could never go back to milk. I mean, if I was out and about and needed coffee, I mean, I guess sure. But as far as like homemade coffee, which is mushroom coffee, not even real coffee, by the way, but it's just so thick and creamy and just full of fat. And yes, full of calories, but like I want and need fat calories. So like I'm here for it. And what better way to start your day than with full fat calories from fat rather than carbs? I'm here for it. They told us fat was bad in the like 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s. It's pretty much until like the last few years they're like, wait a second. Actually, I mean, there's been people all along saying, no, actually, fat's good for you. But it's becoming more mainstream that, oh, hey, guys, by the way, fat's actually really good for you and really necessary for your brain and other bodily functions. Like, let's not go low fat and do all these bad fats for you, like seed oils and crap. Ginger and rosemary oil for the phlegm. Okay, I am going to try that when I get off of here. I'm trying. I'm trying to be Delulu, but the 3D is making it difficult. So, job prep news. Okay. Yes, we're going to the witch's garden because we need some blossoming. We need some blooming. We need some displays of change, because what is changing ever so often and ever so all the time is nature. So let's tune into Mother Nature and the 3D reality. And I would even say the divine blueprint for this planet, and really anchoring yourself into the divine timelines of the natural essence of Mother Nature, to anchor in that 3D, 4D, 5D, 20D, whatever D you're looking for. That kind of sounded sexual. But hey, sexual energy is going to be needed to bring, not like sexy time, but like using that sexual energy in whatever way, shape, or form you choose. It's up to you to choose. And I just saw this and we're pulling a card from this for you too. Because why not? It's calling my name for you. But you can use sex magic, to bring about as you're having the big O. I know we're going off the rails here. Hopefully no little ears are listening today. But as you have the big O, you can use that energy to manifest and anchor your dream job, your Delulu girl era, to where it's no longer a Delulu, it's the Salulu solution. All right. What does Jessa need to know about, after all that we were just talking about, bringing this job? Yes. Signing of a contract, celebration, marriages, changing of a home, all of it. It's like that domino that needs to fall before all the others after it fall. It's like on the edge, on the precipice, and a little bit of magic, using the sexual energy. You can use it non-sexually. That's also a vibe. But very potent when you can use it in a sexual manner. Tip that domino, boom, 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 boom. Then all the rest will start to fall. Maybe not all at once, but in a beautiful amount of time where you're not waiting hours and hours and years and decades at a stretch for the next cool, amazing opportunity come your way or thing to happen. Things are popping off. And to have the Four of Wands come out as this energy, this is a new home. This is a new earth, if you want to look at it that way, or anchoring yourself into these new earth. But really, it's not new earth. It's just returning to the old, original, not old, like old dusty, but like old divine blueprint before this matrix stronghold frequency net was put over this place. Tuning into the original, the OG energy here, and anchoring yourself into those timelines, things are going to pop off fast in the quote unquote 3D. Yes, they are, Queen, because you have the hard work paying off. Being able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Coming up. We will just quickly tune in and see if we can get, when is this? Because I just heard Mayday, not Mayday, like Mayday, like emergency, but like Mayday. And then I just see all these beautiful little girls dressed up in their fanciest, frilliest, like springy, Eastery dresses, going around the maypole and like weaving, making it, you know what I'm talking about? I'm going to look up Mayday and see when that is. Obviously, it's probably in May. I mean, who would have thunk it? May Day. It is May 1st. Okay, so a month after April Fool's Day. And then look, that's what I was envisioning. May Day, celebrated annually on May 1st, has dual origins as Spring Festival and Labor Holiday. Okay, I didn't know that. I did not. Oh, I have chills. What are you looking for? A job. Labor. Hello. You in the back, you heard that, right? Like, what? Okay. I'm getting extra sassy because we have entered the Delulu Girl chat, the Delulu Girl timeline. We have entered. Let's just look up more information because I'm intrigued. May Day has ancient roots as celebration of spring's return, making the time to plant crops and welcoming. And why did we choose the witch's garden? Because we said so. That's why. I love this. Making the time to plant crops and welcoming the end of winter and the end of this hibernation from the workforce, right? Also, traditions include singing, dancing, eating, all my favorite things. Oh, and decorating homes and public spaces with flowers. Okay, so I want you singing. I already know you're going to be cooking and eating because like that is vibes right there because you're an amazing cook and baker and chef and all the fun things. And dancing, do a little, womb, allow that martini glass of the womb portal to really create that vortex by moving your hips, doing a little belly dancing. I know you're into that, or it used to be at one point. Yeah, really ground this energy into your sacred feminine womb space. Yeah, singing, dancing, eating, decorating homes and public spaces with flowers. You can bring that in any way, bring it in. In England, children would dance around a maypole holding ribbons, and people would crown a May king and queen. Well, here, you are crowned May queen. There you go. I have a work event that day. Okay, there you go. That's exciting, but let's just tune in with the months of the year. All right. Okay, this one really, can you see that? It's really like, choose me. I'm a pick me, everybody. It's April. Okay, so look, you're hearing about something. You're getting news about something before May Day. So maybe May Day is like, let's freaking celebrate. Good times. Come on. I am just extra for your reading today. Are you in a sassy mood today? Because I'm feeling the love. I'm feeling the sassiness, the spiciness. It's fun. It's fun times, good vibes. Okay, let's get an Alchemy of Spirit card also for Jessa. Get excited. You're not having to be Delulu anymore because you're anchoring this in sooner than later. I see the, I just heard event horizon. And you were just talking about work event, but the event horizon is like on the precipice of the black hole before anything is possible. Okay, and you have, I think, 2 cards here. Ooh, okay. And both of these animals actually really, truly remind me of spring. Do you get the vibe? The bunny, the lamb, very spring energies. I think little lambs are born in the spring. And bunnies, I mean, thinking of Easter, fertility, all the fun things that are associated with like the rabbit and the bunny, I always think of springtime. So look at this. And the numbers 22 and 23. So there's progression here. You have some progression. Maybe you're doing a lot of singing these days or today specifically, because I'm just sing-song and everything right now. And I wasn't in this mood earlier, so I'm totally picking up on your energy, which I love. I love it. Okay, 22. Okay, Spirit of Potential. We're going to read these because I'm not too familiar with this deck to know what everything means, but your time will come. Literally, it's on the way. And interpret that another way, if you will. Okay. The spirit of the bunny asks you to recognize your potential as well as your limitations. You have the potential within your heart to expand as a bright star. But first, you must humble yourself, recognizing that you are always an apprentice and there is still so much to learn. Seek your place in the world and surround yourself with beings from whom you can learn and let yourself be guided. You come to the world with the divine wisdom within you, but it is your task to remember how to access this knowledge. You have all the tools you need to achieve success. So there's like major magician vibes here. But you must start at the bottom and kindly work your way up. Be patient, don't rush yourself, and move in synchronicity with the forces of the universe, knowing that everything has its right time. Yes, just like those seeds being planted. If we keep digging them up, they're not going to prosper. I love it. Yeah, oh, you're feeling the 22. I'm feeling 22. Little Taylor Swift action here. Yes, be patient, don't rush yourself, and move in synchronicity with the forces of the universe, knowing that everything has its right time. Be kind to yourself. You are doing the best you can with the wisdom you have at the moment, and that is enough. So when this is in balance, which they both came out upright, but I kind of just shuffled them upright, but we'll read it. Developing potential, practicing, finding patience, learning, and cultivating yourself. All right, and then the next page, the lamb, spirit of innocence, be the light bearer. Be the light bearer. Okay, it says the spirit of the lamb is a call to reconnect with your inner child. If the world around you, oh, you have that inner child healing candle that I sent you with the roller skate. That might be fun. We're all sing-songy and dancy, and these 2 animals remind me of childhood. They're very childlike, innocent, sweet, cuddly, cute, all the things. So yeah, if the world around you has been feeling dark, you can be the light bearer. When you heal the inner child, you allow yourself to shine and also expand that energy into the people you love. Take a break from your busy life and allow yourself time to be silly and childish, which what have we been doing most of your reading? We're feeling 22, or better yet, 12. We're feeling 12 right now in a good way, in a very good, innocent way. So yes, Play and be wild, laugh wholeheartedly. Remember your favorite game when you were a child, or how you climbed trees, counted stars, lay in the grass, looked for shapes in the clouds. Keep that energy of joy alive. Don't let your spirit become dry and gray. Well, you can be Jessa Gray, but this is Gray. You want to be Jessa Grey. Reconnect with the feeling of bliss by seeing the world through the eyes of your inner child. Innocence belongs to a sacred and fragile place in your heart, and you must protect it. Connecting with your inner child, feeling spontaneous, and experiencing joy. So the more joyful and happy and giggly and cuddly you can be with, yourself, those around you that you love, the easier it's going to be to take aim, shoot your shot, and hit the bullseye, hit the target. So we have also the number 54 on the the bow. I said the arrow. So maybe the arrow is what's important here rather than the bow itself. Because it's like the bow is what you already have like going on. And then the arrow is you setting your sights on something and creating that trajectory. I love that. Very fun, very exciting. Let's get one more. Money Moves Oracle. And we'll close out Jessa's reading. And I do believe we're up to date, maybe. I think this is our last donation. So stand by. Let's get that last card for Jessa. Might as well just put that back. Okay, I need to clean those shelves off like yesterday. Okay, Money Moves Oracle. Anything else Jessa needs to know about this Delulu? Is the Salulu, the job search, the job front, whatever we're calling it? What does she need to know? Ooh, so maybe do bring some sexual magic into this thing, but this really is going to be a job you love. And I'm just ignoring all this because it's not the message I'm getting from this card for you whatsoever. It's about just, again, focusing on the people and the things and the excitement, the stuff that you love right now, the joy, bringing the joy. And this will bring in, it has no choice, but to bring in a job that you love. Not some soul-sucking job or some bridge job that you're using to, get to that next Delulu Girl era. No, you can pull in a job you love. You can pull it like it's just right there. So pull it, and then home-based. So you'll probably be able to do this one from home. Home is the harbor of the soul. And oh my God, did we not start with the home card? Hello? You in the back, did you hear? Hello? The home card. Yes! Okay, I'm so excited for you. Home is the harbor of the soul. It's the safest place you can be, but change your environment. This will help you change your environment by pulling in a dream job, being that Delulu Girl era, a job you can work from home, even if the subscription, I almost said, even if the job description does not say remote or from home, you're somehow manifesting that. Because you don't need to be here or there, you're everywhere. So you can work from anywhere is what this feels like. Let's get one more. Just one more. Anything else for Jessa in this Delulu Girl era? Okay. So limitations, fear and doubt limit freedom of action. Let go of the worries. Again, Delulu girls don't have any worries because they're so Delulu, not even on their radar to be worried. And I know the wounds we both grew up with, that it's really hard to be totally delusional and not have that, ticking clock of, well, I kind of need a job, to pay my bills and keep eating and keeping the food on the table, keeping the kids clothed and happy, and obviously. But the less you can focus on that, and the more you can focus on that joy, the easier this process will be. And the quicker, because I just heard this in my mind's eye, like, snap, snap, snap to it. The quicker this will happen. I hope that resonated for you. Yay! Love you. This is so exciting. I know we've tuned into this energy of like that next thing for you. But this actually, like, it's feeling more grounded in my heart center that, oh, wow, this is about to pop off. Like, I'm feeling it so close. I'm feeling it so close, and I'm so excited. So much so that I don't even want to end the reading, but I know I should. Versha's here. Hello, Versha. Yeah, we've hit the end of our donation list. So last call. We'll give it about 5 minutes or so. If anyone's out here, let's pull a few tea leaf oracles just as kind of a collective finger on the pulse, 2 fingers on the pulse of like what to expect for the weekend. Little bonus collective reading that I didn't truly plan to do, but here we are. Let's do it. Aw, thank you so much, Jessa. You're amazing. And look on the back of the deck. Your birth card. One of two birth cards. So like, use that intuition. Use that siren call. Look at the mermaid in the water. Use that. And then we got Kanan's energy up there as the like twin flame union of, okay, you do your siren song and I'll do my wolf howl and we'll bring this job in. I love that. Oh my God. Amazing. Okay. For the rest of us watching and also Jessa, we have Page of Cups. Exciting opportunities. Something exciting almost feels like out of the blue. Like, oh my gosh, I did not expect that. But in a good way, coming in for you this weekend. On that theme, what else can you expect about this exciting event, exciting news, exciting gift? For some of you, this might be a gift that's given to you. Could be flowers for someone. Someone will try to make you do something against your will, but because this is what we're clarifying, where you thought, oh, I gotta go to this thing and I'm just not excited about it or whatever, there may be canceled plans for something you're not into. Or if there's someone you're dealing with that they're kind of combative or whatever, they're actually going to be, you're going to be pleasantly surprised that, wow, they're not being an a-hole right now. Like they're being nice. Wow. So to me, this feels like a pleasant surprise of you expecting someone to make you basically encroach on your own boundary, but they're pleasantly surprising you, or even your own spirit is coming in to somehow protect that boundary for you so someone can't come in and encroach on it. All right, anything else we need to know? We have here Dark Woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with dark hair or complexion. And beware of greed. So this may be the person, because I'm assimilating or associating these two together as someone with darker skin tone, darker hair, darker eyes. They don't have to have all of those things, but maybe one of those things kind of hits. That they're kind of jealous or being greedy toward you, like greedy with, oh, I want to be the only one to hang out with her right now, or oh, I don't want her to get that opportunity. That opportunity is for me. But you're being, again, protected, because this is this is what we started with and what's being clarified. Let's get a money moves oracle for all of us still watching. I'm not into so many these things these days when it comes to interacting with community members, family members, so almost everybody. Oh my gosh. Oh, you were in the live with Carrie Kate and then got busy and fixing lunch, so we forgot. Oh no, you're fine. We were just doing a donation only, but we're doing a quick little, oh look, fast changes coming in hot this weekend. Things happening suddenly, a short period, and in a hurry. Take bold steps forward. And again, we were talking about, I couldn't remember which video game, when you went through these like kind of light tunnel things and it zoomed you forward. And we established it wasn't Sonic the Hedgehog. It was some other game, but I still don't remember what it was, and I never tried to figure it out. But I'm seeing like down this tunnel of like speediness, something really exciting. Yeah, I'd love to be here even if you're not donating. Well, I appreciate that. I totally appreciate the love and support coming in to hang out with us today, this fine Friday. It's 4/4 today. Lucky date, lucky fun date, April 4th. 4/4. That means we're 24 days away from my birthday and turning 43. 4 plus 3 is 7. It's going to be a spiritual level up year for me, because the last time I had a 34, turned 34, was 2016. And that was the year my whole spiritual awakening just totally popped off in a big way. So it's 9 years after that right now. Now I'm 43, turning 43. I'm excited. I can't wait to see what this holds for me. Most of these people out here like, I don't want to age. I don't want to become a bigger number, but I'm like, bring it. Like, let's see what this 43 is all about. Like, let's do it. I'm here for it. I don't care. I still feel good. I still think I look relatively okay. So like, we're good, you know? Age ain't nothing but a number, as they used to say. Is that an Aaliyah song? I don't remember what Aaliyah said. Something ain't nothing but with Aaliyah. For someone that might be relevant, so I'm going to look it up. Ain't nothing but... Yeah, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number is a song by Aaliyah. Ooh, and it came out in 94. And I was starting the live stream talking about April 5th, 1994 in my book, set in Kalispell, Montana. There was snow on the ground, and we got snow on the ground out here right now. So 1994, something that happened in 1994, there may be a cycle closing out with that for you right now. If you weren't alive yet, something going on with your parent, or someone in the family line potentially. Let's see. Yeah. I won't read the lyrics out, but if you want to screenshot or look them up yourself, you can. Or if you just want to go listen to the song, or even if you don't have to. If it doesn't call to you, you don't have to go do that. I would like to say anyone interested in leveling up to join Carrie K's Plasma Light Tribe. Oh my god, it will stir you and empower you at the same time. It's $33 a month, but the content there is worth gold. I just need to do it. I just need to get in there and see what's up. But I know I have so many other responsibilities. Like this is like, I don't know, Amber. Versha. I keep wanting to call you Amber because that's like just, it's been so long that I've been calling you that. I just really, really want to do it. I do. And I'm just so, like, even just her free content, I'm like, mind blowing. Yes, resonates. This feels right. Yeah, she's awesome. I need to maybe look into it. It just feels so fun. And she does have some, like, included with that, she does have a lot of meditations. I think she had talked about that at one point. Like, she's got activations, meditations, all that fun stuff. Like, that's the kind of, like, chunkiness I'm looking for, some, like, good, meditations and activations, things I can really sink into. Because I can listen to people talk all day long, but when there's actually something I can do in tandem, or just be with that energy in tandem, like, that's where it feels like the meat for me of the meal, so to speak. Sorry, vegans. I was vegan for like 5 years, but my health did not agree with that lifestyle, so I had to make some changes. But yeah, she is so authentic and no BS about what we are going through. She does straight talk, and I love that she does straight talk in, I won't say a soft way, because there's nothing soft about her per se. It's very strong, but like a contained soft strength. It's not a let me get spicy and beat you over the head. Like, if you don't do this, you're not going to ascend kind of energy that some spiritual healers, leaders, teachers out here be dishing out right now, which a lot of times does come from ego. Because if you think about it, time really is this weird construct that doesn't technically exist. But when people kind of put a timeline on it, or make you feel like you're FOMO, fear of missing out, fear that you missed the timeline bus, like, that to me screams fear tactic, and I don't vibe with that really at all. And I've actually in the past had to walk away from other people that I would follow, because they would start all soft and loving and holding a lot of space, and then they'd almost get more manic with their energy. Like, not to say you can't swear and raise your voice, like, that's not even what I'm talking about. It's just kind of an underlying vibe of like, well, you're not good enough, you can't sit with us kind of energy. And I'm not here for that anymore. I'm just over it. Gentleness, that's the word I'm looking for. It's like, there's no rush. You're still a spirit. I'm a spirit. We're all spirits. So, like, let's just have fun with this. I know it looks like a dumpster fire in the 3D right now, but like, ultimately, with like, this is a blip on the radar of our true spirit. And this may fly in the face of something that other people are talking about, but I actually, during my bath meditation last night, I realized something, that, okay, we're in this matrix. So we feel like this is the end all be all of like existence, even though we know, like, okay, I know that I come from realms outside of this shithole, for lack of a better word. I know I come from better places, but it almost feels like this pipe dream. And then we get so traumatized, so wounded, so buried down with density that we think, oh, I'm never going to dig out of this. And we're just beat down, rode hard, put away wet every day, day in, day out, lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. But then I tuned in, and it's like all these like spirit level fractures and soul fractals, fragments, like, take, like something like this. This is our spirit here in this 3D, and you just like slam it on a tile floor, and it just explodes into hundreds of thousands of potentially millions of shards and pieces. And just thinking that, okay, that's me. Like, I'm now so fractalized and disjointed that I'm not my divine perfection anymore. I actually saw in my meditation last night that yes, we can feel like these things can happen. And energetically, yes, these things can happen. But on a true spirit level outside this matrix, it's all illusion. Let that sink in. Any like spirit fractures you may think you have or very much feel real to you. I mean, getting hit by a car out on the street feels very real. But I'm talking on a outside the matrix, reunited with source level, you could never be separated. You could never be fractalized or fractured or anything but divine perfection. Anything other than divine perfection is illusion. I got that in my meditation and it's still taking time to like hit for me or to really sink in that like wow. Yeah, but yet simultaneously it sunk in so deep that I'm like, yeah, that that's true. That is true. That is real reality. 10 plus calls for entity clearing, false self, ego, authenticity. Ooh, nice. Yeah, she has a very gentleness about her, yet she is very straightforward. I like that approach. She's not sugarcoating either. And see, that's a beautiful balance of having that gentleness, but I'm not going to coddle you so much that I basically am serving you up a plate of your own self sabotage because I'm like, no, you're okay. Keep going down this spiral. That's toxic AF, just being gentle in that way. But to have that strength, that's like, I'm not sugarcoating this. I will tell you the truth. This is what's going to happen with the gentleness. To me, that is perfect. That's the perfect way. And that's what I strive to become, you know, because sometimes I can go like, I'm so angry about what's going on here. And then other times I can be like, no, like, you're good. It's fine. I want to marry the two down the middle and just have it be very, yes. I was thinking about how to help Kay, Kashvi, with what she's going through, the fracture repair, the imbalanced family, and so much more. And what I saw with that Versha was, okay, so we have this illusion of this, again, take this one as an example. This gets shattered on the floor. It's in all these pieces. But you then take the, oh gosh, if I could show you, let me just stand by because this is important. I promise. I'm getting to a point. Okay, not the right word. If I can find this, it's okay. This is what I saw in my mind's eye. So energy doesn't disappear. So yeah, it looks like this leaf was ripped in half. But on a spirit level, it's full and complete energetically. Nothing is amiss. Nothing is out of sorts. Nothing is out of place. It's the illusion. It feels very real because what we see is this leaf with the end ripped off. And equate that to all the spirit fractals that have been fractured from us or taken away, siphoned away, given to this entity, that entity, or the third entity. But the truth is that beautiful purple outline. And the illusion is the ripped up leaf or the fractured spirit. And I love the video you sent me of hers the other day of it being that, you know, healing, you know, just be. There's no need to keep healing and healing and healing and healing. I mean, yes, if you're called to heal and cleanse stuff, absolutely do that. But even if you don't, like, here's the good news is even if you don't do that, you will be healed just because these energies coming in are healing you. But the more you can tune in and just be present and not just be present like, okay, that's a cloud, that's a dog, that's a book right there, but be embodied in your presence. Like really feel yourself in your physical body and live from that state of presence. Tune into your heart. Allow your emotions to come through and you feel them to their full extent. Even rage, but again, do it safely, do it carefully in a safe, contained place. But the more you can do that and just embody your own authenticity, and yes, you are not your feelings, you are not your emotions, you are not your thoughts, but you are the vessel through which they are, the spirit through which they want to be expressed. So you express them, you allow them to flow and let them go. And that is you healing. Just you being who you are will heal. It will automatically peel away everything that doesn't belong there because the more you step into your true spirit authenticity, the less that these false ego, false self, entity, hooks, barbs, traumas, wounds, baggage, resentment, hatred, all the crap that's built up, it just has no choice but to just slough off because you can't sit with us anymore, but like in a good way. I'm loving bringing in more of my light into the body, connect with the body, focus on the good and the grateful, to feel it, observe the emotions, and not get engaged with them. Yeah, you're fully allowed to feel them and allow them to flow, but you don't have to, dress them up with little hats and put a little polka dot, little bow tie on it and give it a story, make it dance around. No, just let it flow, let it go. But you do have to feel it. That's the painful part, I mean, it's no pain, no skin off our back to feel that joy, that happiness. And in fact, though, sometimes when we do feel really good, it can bring us to tears because we're just so not used to being in that state of joy a lot. If you're anything like me, I get really happy, really excited, or I see something either in person or online of something really beautiful, like I got chills. But an example would be a couple was trying for 10 plus years to conceive, and then the wife, had a positive test, and she brought it and put it out on the counter, and the husband walked in, just totally not even expecting to see this, and his reaction was just like absolute tears of joy, and he's just like, "Oh my god!" Like so overcome with joy that he's just sobbing, and of course, then I'm sobbing, like just watching this. But then you're in that state of joy, like, oh my god, this is so amazing, but then those sobs almost dig up that sadness. It's really interesting, but we got to feel it. We do got to feel it. We have to feel it to peel it away, let it slough off of us. That's the hard part, but again, we don't have to go any further than just feeling it. We don't have to get in our mind about it, like, why do I feel this? Is this because of, we don't have to dissect it. We don't have to become these feelings detectives. Just feel it and let it flow, let it go. Last night, I brought down the beautiful divine golden light to help my headache, nausea, etc., and Kay with her sore throat. I also asked S and saw his little inner self peeping out of the complete dark goo. Oh, of complete dark goo. Aw. Yeah, well, I got a yes, no. I got a yes, so I did bathe him in the light too. What happened in the night was mind blowing. He was literally talking in his sleep, calling out a lot of stuff, which I don't even know what it was. Oh my gosh. It's almost like he's cleansing stuff. That's good. That's awesome. Yeah. And just him being in your high vibe will trigger him, because you're really resonating on this higher vibration. His density and that dark goo has no choice but to start sloughing off or getting triggered to then him slough it off himself. And that's why they say, it's like darkest before the dawn, or things feel really chaotic out there, because this light really does bring up the darkness, and it has no choice but to come out and show its head. But it can't exist for long in this light that's coming in. But yeah, I definitely gotta go, you guys. I do apologize. I gotta cut this one short. I'm gonna go see my sister's new place, so I'm gonna go meet her over there. Oh, he is triggered all the time. We cannot have a straight conversation at all these days. He's upset with me all the time. Again, that says so much more about him than it says about you, but he's not gonna understand that. So for you to even say, hey, it's not me, it's you, he's not gonna get it. Like, just can't correlate, can't compute. So just keep holding your high vibe, your light, your love, and just being your amazing self, Versha, because he has no choice but to level up or level out. That's just what's going to have to happen. Oh, no, you're fine. You're fine. No, that's what this is all about. This live stream and our chat here. Like, that's what it's about. So I'm glad that you're chatting and chatting. I love that. I love it. It makes me feel so good that we have our sweet little fun community here. But yeah, I will deck out now here in a moment. But thanks again, you guys, for hanging out with me and the donations that came in. Let me just refresh one more time, make sure we're not leaving anyone hanging. We're good. We're up to date. So yes, you guys, I will be back here Wednesday, Woo Woo Wednesday, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, because we are just for baseball having practices this week. So I don't have to attend to those because my husband's the coach, so he'll take the kid. So we're good. We're good. I will double check though Boston's schedule. Well, Ryan's coaching both teams, but they may have overlapping practices. I don't know if they're getting done at the same time or not, but yeah, I will check and figure that out and let you know definitively. No live stream at 6 p.m. or if it is, that it is at 6 p.m. I'll let you guys know in the community tab, so you can check that out. But I'm pretty sure it shouldn't. If they do overlap, it's fine because they're at the same fields, like the same complex that Boston can walk over to one game or practice or whatever when he's done, and Ryan can bring him home. But once games start, that's a whole other story because I definitely want to be there to see the games. Practices, and who cares? They're just practicing for the games, but the games, I definitely want to be there for those. So schedule's definitely changing sometime this month. I will keep you abreast of the situation, what that looks like. And yeah, but thanks again, you guys, so much for all those likes, comments, shares, subscribes, donations, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see each and every one of you right back here at Harmony Pro Tarot Live. TBD on Wednesday next week, but most likely 6 p.m. Mountain Time. If you don't hear from me, we're all systems go. If you do hear from me, it will be in the community tab, and I will tell you the time. And it'll be early. It's like sometime in the midday, morning to early afternoon, depending where you're at in the U.S. Timing may vary after that for those of you not in the U.S. Timelines be timelining out here, or time zones be out here time zoning. But yes, I'm now doing my thing and going off tangent and target. So I'm just going to go. All right. I love you guys. Bye. Happy weekend. Get something done, get something accomplished, but also take a break, relax, do something that brings you joy, cook a comfort meal that's healthy and nourishing for your body, get out in nature if you can. All right. Love you. Bye.